Hi all, welcome to the video. In the last video we looked at how to derive the logic when there are multiple categorical variables involved in a data frame, and we looked at a very simple flow where for each individual column we calculated frequency and then relative frequency and eventually logarithm of that relative frequency. Then for multiple columns we just clubbed their score. It was that simple. Now let's try to derive a logic which can be implemented in R. So for simplicity's sake, I'm just taking the same data frame that we had discussed in the previous videos. Now, okay, so first thing is we basically need to calculate frequency, then relative frequency, and then log. Okay, so let's say if this is a single data frame and with a single column, so how would we do it? If we just group it by product, and if we just first we have to create a frequency, so which is equal to n. If I do it, so I will get the frequency, then we have to get the relative frequency. Okay, so this will be equal to, oh God, just a second, so this will be equal to frequency by total number of rows in the data set. See, now we have to calculate the score. Which is nothing but log of, just a second, I think I picked the wrong column, relative frequency. So you see we got starting from frequency all the way up to score. We just did it in a few steps using R, obviously with the help of the dplyr package. Now the thing is, if it is a simple example and if it is a single column, then it makes sense to basically do it using this code snippets. However, let's say there are multiple columns, then it becomes very difficult to apply this sort of logic. So in that case, we will leverage the apply family of functions, and whenever we are talking about apply family, we first have to create a function. So let's create a function. So categorical func, let me start. So what it does, it basically takes a column and then it creates, let's say it creates a data frame 2 which is equal to, and that column value is assigned to var. Okay, now we have to just take this. So instead of df, it will be df2. Instead of group by product, it will be var. And wherever we are using df, we'll replacing it by df2. Now the thing is, we just want score, right? So first we'll come out of the grouping using ungroup, and then we'll just select score, and then we'll just pull this value from the data frame and we will just assign it to z, and then we'll return z. Okay, now let's execute this function. Okay, now let's try and apply this. I have to apply it on df for each column, and the name of the function is categ. Okay, see, so for individual column which is product, we were able to directly compute the anomalous score. Now let's say there are multiple columns. Let me take this. Let me add region also. In our example we had region. Okay, so let me randomly take some values. East. Okay, let me take for east, west, west, north and south, just so that we include everything. So if you look at this, now it has two categorical columns. If I again apply the same thing, see, I mean I have got the anomalous score for both these columns. Now what I need to do is I basically need to create as dot data frame. Let's see what I get. Okay, and then you need to create a date. Okay, final score, and which will be equal to row sums. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so you see individual anomalous score is in product and region, and then final score is based on the addition of these two columns. So using this very simple example, we were able to first create the logic and then create that function and then use it in conjunction with the apply family of functions, so that in one shot I can get the anomalous score for all the different variables. I hope this video was useful to you. If you like the video, do subscribe to my channel. And also in the next video, we'll look at how scalable is this function and algorithm. We'll basically try to create a data set with huge number of records, and then basically we'll try to do the same thing and note the time also.